Hello friends, this is Shravan. This is my YouTube channel Civil Engineering by Shravan. To subscribe my channel, click on subscribe button and click on bell icon for more interesting updates. In this video, I will explain you what are the different types of load cases we need to consider before designing of any kind of the building or any kind of the structure. Okay, so loading condition is one of the most important topic. Without using load cases and without using intensity of the load cases, you can't design building or any one of the structure. So basically loading cases are divided into two types. They are gravitational loads as well as lateral loads. The forces or load cases which are acting towards the gravitational force, we will call it as gravitational loads. Okay, gravity loads. So next one is lateral loads. The load cases are the intensity of the load which are perpendicular to the gravitational force, horizontal to the building structures. They are called it as lateral loads. The load cases which are acting towards the gravitational force, we will call it as gravitational loads, and the load cases which are acting in horizontal direction, we will call it as lateral loads. Okay, now I will explain you what are the different types of load cases which comes under gravitational loads and what are the different types of load cases which comes under lateral loads. Okay, so the load cases which are related to the dead loading condition, live loading condition, imposed load condition as well as no load condition, these four load cases will be comes under your respected gravity loads. Why? Because this dead loading condition, live loading condition, imposed load condition as well as your respected snow load will be act towards the gravitational force of the earth. So that's why we need to consider these four load cases as gravitational loads. Okay, next one is lateral load cases. The load cases related to the seismic loading condition as well as your respected wind loading condition. These load cases will be act in x direction as well as y direction, which is perpendicular to that of the gravitational forces. So that's why we need to consider these respected forces as lateral forces. Okay, now I will explain you complete details about these respected load cases. Okay, so first one is dead loading condition. So dead load is nothing but the own weight of the structure. So let us consider beam or column member. We need to calculate the intensity of the dead load, which is nothing but the own weight of the structure. That respected beam or column structure has certain own weight. So own weight is nothing but your respected dead loading condition. Okay, own weight of the structural member, whether it is column or whether it is beam or whether it is slab or whether it is wall or whether it is floor. We need to calculate the intensity of the dead load depending upon the unit weight of the material. So as per IS 875 part 1, it was suggested that the unit weight of the material for different materials, concrete material, brickwork, RCC, like RCC, brickwork as well as your respected aluminium material or etc. Depending upon the unit weight of those respected intensities, we have to calculate the dead loading condition. For example, let us consider I need to calculate the dead load for the beam member. Let us consider beam dimensions are 0.3 meter cross 0.3 meter. So we have to multiply this respected cross section of the beam with the help of the unit weight of the concrete. So it will give the intensity as A. Let us consider A is the intensity. That amount of the load which is in kilonewton per meter, we have to apply that respected load case for the respected beam. So dimensions of your respected cross section multiplied by unit weight of your respected material, that will give your respected dead loading condition. So dead load is nothing but own weight of the structure. We can calculate the dead load value with the help of the respected unit weight of the materials. The dead load of the building we will generally calculate as per IS 875 part 1 code. Okay, so next one is live loading condition. Okay, except the structural load cases. Okay, structural load cases in the sense we have to calculate the intensity depending upon the unit weight of the material. Except the structural load cases, the things which are movable or non-movable like chair, furniture, persons, etc., that will be comes under your live loading condition. So movable or non-movable load cases, we will consider it as live loading condition. The live loading condition will be having different values. As per 875 part 2, we need to consider the live loading cases. In that respected table, it was suggested the intensity for the respected buildings, whether your building is comes under your hospital building or school building or residential building or apartment building or kitchen, industrial building. We need to take the respected intensity of the live load from that respected table. So we have to import that respected table intensities for the respected structure. Okay, we have to consider the intensity from that respected 875 part 2 code. So this is the live load concept. non-movable or movable load cases except the structural element. We will call it as live loading conditions. Load case is no loading condition, that is also gravity load, which is act towards the gravitational force. So generally we will consider this respected snow loading condition depending upon the intensity of the snow that will be on the respected roof of the building. Okay, so as per 875 code we will consider that respected snow loading condition. Okay, so these are the load cases which is comes under your respected gravity load. Okay, next one is lateral load cases, so which is related to your respected seismic loading condition as well as wind loading condition. So initially I will explain you the concepts which is related to the seismic loading condition. The seismic loading calculations will be done by using 1893 code. So from that respected code we need to pick the parameters which is related to the zoning parameters. So zone is one of the most important thing that will affect the seismic loading condition. So basically zones are divided into 4 types in India. So they are zone 2 condition, zone 3 condition, zone 4 as well as zone 5. Zone 2 is called as low seismic zone and zone 3 is called as medium seismic zone and zone 4 is called as high seismic zone and zone 5 will be called it as severe condition. So if you design any one of the building which is comes to your respected zone 5 condition, the deflection, shear as well as bending value will be more due to presence of the higher intensity of the zone factor. So for respected zone 2 condition we have factor as 0.10 and for respected zone 3 condition we have factor as 0.16 and for the respected zone 4 condition we have factor as 0.24 and for the respected severe condition we have factor as 0.36. These respected zone factors will be available in IS 1893 code. Okay, so you can pick that respected zone factor. So this is the first factor we need to consider as per the seismic loading calculations. Along with that respected factors we need to consider 4 more factors. Those factors are response reduction factor, importance factor, soil type condition and damping ratio. So these 4 factors as well as your respected zone factor, these 5 factors will be helpful for calculating the intensity of the seismic loading condition. So this seismic loading condition will be act in horizontal direction which is nothing but perpendicular to your respected building or structure. These load cases will be perpendicular to the respected gravity load also. Okay, so these load cases are act in horizontal direction. So this is the concept which is related to the seismic loading condition. Next load case is wind loading condition. Wind loading condition is also lateral load cases which is act perpendicular to the respected gravitational load which is act perpendicular to the respected structure, whether it is building or steel structure or any one of the structure. The wind load calculation is done by using IS 875 part 3 code. So from that respected code we need to pick the parameters like wind speed values we need to pick. So along with that respected parameter we need to select some more parameters. Those are wind coefficient factor. Basically wind coefficient factor is 2 types which is nothing but your windward direction coefficient as well as leeward coefficient factor. So the load case which is acting towards the respected building we will consider it as windward facing load case. Wind load which is acting from the building we will consider it as leeward facing. Okay, so depending upon your usage we can select this respected parameters. So along with that respected parameter we need to select the wind direction angle also. So along with that we have to pick 4 more parameters which is related to the risk coefficient factor as well as terrain coefficient factor, terrain category, class structure. Okay, the structure will be comes under your class A or class B, class C or class C. Okay, so along with that we need to select the terrain coefficient factor also and we have to select the terrain category. So terrain category is also one of the most important factor. So it will be consisting of 4 terrains. Depending upon your terrain you can select the terrain. So risk coefficient factor is also one of the most important parameter we need to pick for calculation part of wind loading calculation. Okay, so this is the concept which is related to the different types of load cases which is act on that respected building we need to consider before designing of structure. Those are nothing but your gravitational load cases as well as your lateral load cases. Dead load, live load, snow load will be comes under your gravitational forces and lateral loads are seismic loading condition as well as wind loading condition. So we need to consider the dead load as per IS 875 part 1 and we need to consider the live loading condition as per IS 875 part 2 and we need to take the snow loading condition as per IS 875 part 2 only and we need to take the seismic loading condition as per 1893 code and we need to take the wind loading condition as per IS 875 part 3 code. If you have any queries about this respected different types of load cases, you can text me in the below comment box. I will give you the answer for that respected question. Thank you. See you in the next one.